Hey guys, and welcome to Tips Tuesday. Yeah. Anyway, for many of you guys that are watching this, it is Wednesday, and you're wondering why is this a day late? I don't get what's going on. It's because I have a lot of fun, exciting announcements this week, and this has to do with one of them, and I didn't want to give anything away, so I had to kind of wait until I had finished filming the other video that I had to do before this video, which happened to be on a Wednesday. So instead of putting this out on Tuesday, it's gonna be out on Wednesday, so sorry about that, but whatever. Anyway, the exciting news, which you will hear more about in my next video, which was also coming out today. As known, I've been talking about wanting to move to LA, as well as doing a little bit of a world touring thing, not really world tour, just a couple places, trying to get an idea by so that I know where to officially move for the rest of my life. Not really, but you guys get the point. Anyway, I've been doing a lot of research, kind of getting my things out, so I kind of had narrowed it down to a couple places, which was Orlando, Toronto, Quebec. I wasn't really sure where yet. I mean, if I go one place, it doesn't really matter. Ireland, I want to go to either Toronto or Cork, or Dublin, one of those places, and then Paris, London, and somewhere in Italy as well. LA was already definitely given, so I was gonna go there and then kind of move back and forth because I'm gonna have a year lease in LA, so I figured I'd go there and I'd spend a couple months in each place, whatever. Anyway, I've been doing a lot of research, and I kind of came down to the fact that Orlando is great and all, but it's not someplace I can really see myself living, just because it's more of like a vacation spot to me. So I am still going there, but I'm going to go for like 2 weeks for vacation or something like that. Same thing with Ireland. Ireland was it's a great place, but there's very little city. Most of it's like farms and a lot of land, and there's too much space between everything. Pretty much it's like living on a farm, because you have your house and you have to drive like an hour away to drive through fields and fields to get to like supermarkets and cities. And they're amazing cities and all, but after a week I'd probably be bored, so that's also got crossed off this and moved down to vacation. And same thing with Toronto and Quebec. Toronto and Quebec are great places, but their cities are just so small, like after a while I'd get bored. So I moved those three to vacations, which I'm taking this year or next year, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, if I go on these vacations and I change my mind, then oh well, but yeah. Anyway, I'm probably gonna end up staying to these places like week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that. Anyway, but so I narrowed down to a couple places. So I have Florence, which is for Italy, Paris, and London, and I'm gonna be staying about 3 weeks to a month in each place, depending on how it goes. And then at the end, so I'll be going from September to March in LA, yay, and then I go about a month for London, Paris, and Florence, so it's 3 months that I'm missing out on my year lease, and then I go back to LA for a bit, kind of get my bearings together and kind of decide where I want to, if I want to stay in LA, then I'll stay in LA, if not, we'll see. I'm thinking that maybe I'll do half and half, like I'll spend half a year in one place and half a year in another place. It's a little bit too much though, so I'm not sure. So if you guys have any tips, tricks for me about living in any of these places, or you know someone that's looking for a roommate, let me know. Or if you guys have any advice for me, let me know as well. The only problem with living in London, Paris, and Florence, which are amazing places to live, are they really expensive, and everything convention-wise for YouTube is in America, so I'd always have to fly out to go to these conventions. So that's the only problem. But anyway, even if I'm in America, I had to fly out anyway, but it's more costly to fly out, because at least if I live in LA, there's some in LA. If I live in New York, there's some in New York, and then there's some in Orlando, which I guess is drive from New York. So at least if I live in LA, I could always just fly out to New York and spend the week where we're in New York and just drive down if I have to go to New York or Orlando, and if it's in California, I just drive, and I have to go somewhere on the East Coast, West Coast, I could just drive from LA and whatever, like, so it's like easier because I still have that sense. But if I live in London, I have to always fly out, so, or like one of those places. So yeah, that's where I'm heading for now. But yeah, anyway, I'll go into more detail in my other videos so you can check it out. But anyway, in honor of moving, I thought I'd do a little tips video about leaving a home for the first time, because this will be my first time actually leaving the house. And by I say house, I mean I've always lived with my parents, or I live relatively close to my parents. I've never actually been that far away from my parents before. So I thought I'd do a little tips video from what I'm expecting to happen and stuff like that. And as obviously when I'm going to LA and all that fun stuff, you'll get to see me in my vlog. So you guys kinda, it's an experience to kind of look back and see how I look back on how it is, and also for you guys that are some experiences, or just in general, like this is what the best part of YouTube is, that you can meet people all around the world, and you don't feel like totally alone in what you're doing. And even the fact is that sometimes if you watch other videos of people that have done this like you kind of feel more secure in that fact. And it's a great way to keep like a personal diary almost. Instead, some people buy paper and they write diaries for every day and they take pictures. Instead of doing that, I have videos, and I could like go back and look at my experiences in London and Paris, and you guys could go along with the journey with me and share it in the experience, and like we can communicate on that. Like, so yes, in case you're wondering, I am bringing my camera. I'm going to be vlogging, a lot of days vlogging and doing hauls and a lot of tips videos and that, and telling stories and all that fun stuff. But I am sticking to the schedule, honestly. But like, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'll have a lot of meetups as well. So it's gonna be a lot of fun, and maybe I'll even do a little contest to get your guys' opinion on where you think I should move and stuff like that, and and help like creating schedules, maybe like your advice or stuff like that. Like, so you guys are going to be a huge part of this kind of process with me. It's not just me like moving and daily vlogging and stuff like that. Like, you guys will get to be really involved in the process, telling me where you want me to see me go. If you want to do meetups, if you want to do giveaways, you get to give me advice, and like we get to tell stories, share stories, and just all this fun stuff. You guys can even request videos based on certain things, like try and do a dare video, like, you know, like you guys can request videos like that stuff. So I'm always telling you guys, oh yeah, you requested, but this is really like a great experience for you guys to request videos, to see things, because like it's gonna be a whole new culture for me. So like you could like ask me to do different things based on that culture, like bake something from where you're from, and I got to take you guys going shopping to local supermarkets and like buying things and like actually making something and like trying new foods and that kind of stuff, and meeting even some of you that I never met before because you're from different countries. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. And anyway, if you guys have any comments based on this whole speech I just made, or if you guys live in these places, I would love to meet you guys, so make sure to comment. So yeah, really, as for the dates, I'm not entirely sure, but I do know in September to March I will definitely be in LA. I'm thinking from March to April I'll probably be in London. April to May I'll be in Paris, and then May, June I'll be in Florence. The definite dates are going to be on my Twitter, so definitely go check that out. And make sure to check out all my social media and subscribe and follow and all that crap on my social media, because I'm going to have a lot of fun things on there as well. And I might even include some of my roommates in those, so you guys will definitely want to stay tuned. I'm going to finish this long speech, because the point of this video was to give you a tips video on leaving home, not to explain this for 6 hours. But yeah, you can tell how excited I am because I just talked that long. But I'm really excited because I get to try see movies and foods and museums and streets and people and books and all this fun stuff. So, and clothes, and I like to transform myself. So yeah, anyway, stay tuned. There's a lot of fun stuff coming. And now you see why I didn't want to post this video yesterday, because I'm just talking so much about it. And it wouldn't have been as fun because I'd have to be really secretive and stuff. That's not cool. I don't do secrets. No. No. Not for me. By the way, I have gotten requests to do day in the life vlogs before. And I did one a couple of months back, and it was horrible just because I was starting out with YouTube, and I was really didn't know what to do or to expect. So now that I'm a little more experienced at what to do, I have one that I've been trying to get out forever, but it doesn't want to come out. So I'm going to try again. Hopefully next month, maybe like once I get out to LA the first week, maybe I'll do it. Depending how busy I am. I'm definitely going to stick to the daily thing though, so you guys don't have to worry. You will always have videos to watch. So yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about this now and get to the point. So, tips for your first time away from home. As I said, it's gonna be my first time, so I'm spreading this along with you. You guys have any tips to add or stories you want to add? Comment down below. If you have anything, as I said, if you have any advice, tips, tricks, stories, pictures, when you have people that when you roommates, or you live there, or you need a roommate, or whatever. Comment down below. Make sure to check out all my social media, and everything you need to know will be in the description box down below. So yeah. And I'm going to be sticking schedule, and as I said, you guys have requests, you can always put stuff in. It's gonna be a great fun thing. And so I got about 5 major tips that I have found to be useful when I have gone away from home. Not obviously for this amount of time, but like leaving the house and moving to my own place, and just going on like sleepovers when I was younger and stuff like that. So, and just things I've read places about maybe helpful for you, for people going other countries. Yeah. I feel like there's more I want to say on the topic of going somewhere else, but I shouldn't because that's a waste of time. It's like at the back of my brain. I'll talk more in that video, so you be aware it's going to be a real long one. Okay, no, but it's going to be really, yeah, I'll talk more at the end. Okay, anyway, tip number 1. This is the most important thing. Bring something from home that is really important to you. For me, when I used to go, I went to Florida the first time to see the Harry Potter, was a World of Harry Potter with my parents. We bought this really great pillow. It was so comfortable, and it was like soft, and it was very comfy. And then about the next year, we went to Hershey, and I bought a really large comfy pillow that I lay on it. And now anytime we go on vacation, I just take those with me. So if you're going to move, I mean, some people like to buy all new things, but for me, my number 1 thing is bring something that you really are attached to from home, because it'll help make the transition a lot smoother. Number 2 is make a phone schedule. When you move away, if you're extremely close to your parents, you're going to be on the phone like 24/7, and if you're going to another country like I am, if you're on the phone 24/7 and you're like so focused on missing home, you're going to miss what's happening around you your first week, and before you know it, if you're only there for a short time, because you're wasting so much time in that sad bubble, time's going to go by and you're going to have enough time to see everything you want. So make sure to make a schedule in general. Make a schedule most important is phone schedule. So make sure you schedule everything. Make sure you leave large lapses for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Even if you're someone like me who never ever eats breakfast, when you're going to a new country, you're gonna want to try every single meal. Even if you never eat breakfast, like, oh, I don't eat breakfast, I'm not gonna be hungry. Make sure you schedule it in, because you know what, it's the first time in the country.